Wikipedia and the History Portal by Tessa Stathis. Wikipedia is a database that has information on many varying topics. The main draw of Wikipedia is that it can be edited by anyone and it is completely free. The anonymous, open access system has positives and drawbacks, as we probably all learned in high school. If you've ever seen the show 30 Rock, Wikipedia is used as a bit joke when one character edits Janis Joplin's Wikipedia page to say that she speedwalked everywhere. It's not a website you should cite for your paper, but the general information within is usually correct. It is the largest reference website in the world. Wikipedia also hosts a number of other projects, including Wikidata, a knowledge base with data that can be read by both people and machines. Wikipedia uses DBpedia to power its open source ontologies. Wikipedia is also often featured in Google's knowledge graphs. However, it is important to note that there are some issues with this. Google has been accused of only showing information that their system deems relevant, thus leaving out important context. On its homepage, Wikipedia has various topics you can click on that lead to more information. Some of these are arts, biography, geography, and history. This is a general domain of classification. The more pointed history subpages are called the History Portal. They pertain only to historical topics. The portal utilizes featured images, biographies, and articles. The current featured article is of Joan of Arc. This allows the user to browse a wide amount of content in small snippets. The History Portal categorizes its contents by a series of headings and subheadings. For example, history is a subheading under social science. This system of classification goes back to ancient Greek Callimachus and his Pinakes, the first library catalog. The idea is that in order to classify items, they must have a relationship linking them. History is linked to social sciences because the social sciences are equivalent to the study of man. History is the history of man, and thus the two are linked. This is a hierarchical method of classification because social science is above history, and all the other subcategories fall beneath this. Organizing Wiki's data in this way probably makes it easier for users to navigate. Wikipedia also uses RDF and open link data so that the computer can recognize where to classify a certain subject. This makes automatic indexing easier for websites. Wikipedia uses the XHTML web language to power its website. An example from the page is doctype HTML, which allows the computer to recognize the coding language that is being used. This allows for the computer to read Wiki's data and to store it in the web, where it can be accessed by anyone with internet connection. This programming language is a universal way for data to be transmitted. The computer reads this data and forms a representation that we can understand. In conclusion, Wikipedia's open source database is very useful. Although it shouldn't be used in scholarly works, it is a good place to look for information when you are first starting out. The pages are well organized and easy to navigate. Thank you for listening to my lightning talk.